But if you close your eyes,
hello awesome people, welcome back to Abandoned Ship. Last episode we played the first part of the story mode where we got all the tutorials about how the combat works in the game, how you explore the game, and you sort of get the first part of the story. And this episode we're gonna do, we're gonna try to get rid of this map. So if we go over here, we're gonna try to get to this gate, and we need to do some events in order to open the gate, and then we can go to the next next map. And if we press M, we can see that this is the area we're in right now, and we need to go over here in order to get to safety because we're trying to flee from the cult. We don't know what type of cult this is. We don't know what they're doing. We don't know why they are trying to find us, or, you know, we fled, so that's probably why they want us back. But we were their prisoner, and we don't know why we were their prisoner, or whatever they're doing. We don't know anything about the story. We only know that it's very dangerous to, you know, stay here, and we need to get out. So that's the wrong button, sorry. Let's close the journal here. So for now what we're going to do is we can go around in this area and just search for stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around, and we're going to do some events that we will encounter on the map. Hopefully we'll find some extra resources at some point. I'm just going to do the edges first because that's mostly, you know, the easiest way to explore a map in my opinion in this game. And also I've added the face cam. Yeah. Oh, we have a first event here. I've added the face cam, and if you like the face cam, then also please leave a like. But also leave a comment about if you think that the placement is good, because it's sometimes really hard to get a good place for a face cam in a game to not blur up everything. And I think this is the good position, but I'm not entirely sure. So, quest. A cult ship has been sighted in the distance. All the eyes of your crew strain fiercely to determine its heading. You feel as though you can somehow sense the ship's intent. It maintains its course. They haven't deemed you worth investigating. Now we have two options. We can't risk them having spotted us. The risk is too great. Attack and then we can drink and sleep easy. Do not deviate from our bearing, but I want to be alerted to the tiniest change in our course. Now we do have to make an option right now. We can't click out of the quest. So once you go to a quest, you have to do it. And you have to keep in mind that you have your ship and everything. But I do think that in the next map, we're going to have our first port where we can repair the ship. And therefore it's good to have some money in the back to make sure that we can actually repair the ship, but also to get some upgrades to make the ship stronger and maybe get some extra crew members. So for this particular thing, I think if we choose this one, everything will be fine. You know, we'll just sail away and they just leave us alone. But I'm gonna go for this one. We're gonna fight them. Just as you change course, the cult ship matches your new heading. How could they know? Still, it would behoove you to make ready for imminent battle. Let's continue. And let's get into battle. Now, we're gonna pause the game first. If you don't know what all of this is about, then please go watch the first episode. That's the episode where I'm trying to explain, you know, all that type of stuff. We're gonna try and go over here. We're gonna try and be on a safe distance, and we're just gonna try and shoot them from over here. Get as less damage as we possibly can. I have to set this as the preferred damage, the preferred distance. They're getting closer to us, but we're gonna shoot their sails and hopefully get their mass damaged so that they can't maneuver as fast, because they're actually catching on us, which is not good. I don't want them to get close. Getting them close means that, you know, we will have a problem. And they're shooting with fireballs, it seems. They hit our... Okay, he needs to repair. He needs to repair. That's a good shot, actually. Because now we can't keep them at a bay. We can't keep them at any distance. That's a good shot from our cannons. Let's just shoot the sails. Make sure that their mast is being damaged so we can actually get away a little bit more. Try to get to that safe distance. Those holes won't do anything right now. Just need to repair a little bit. Shoot our cannons, please. Good shots. As you can see, their health is pretty low. So we should win this easily. Okay, we should shoot the sails right now. Again, they're trying to sort of rebuild the masts all the time because they need to get closer to us, and we're just fighting from a safe distance right here. We're doing fine right now, I would say. I would have like to take less damage because if you take less damage, you can take on more fights within the map, and that means more money if you win at least. We don't really need to repair anything right now. We don't really need it. The only thing that we need to do is get these guns ready to shoot and do the last bits of damage. Let's just shoot at the shields again. We are actually maintaining our distance right now. We can't even see their sectors anymore, how much damage they have. They're getting closer, so they must have fixed the masts. We can actually see a little break in there, so... well, continue shooting. Please, guys, continue shooting. I should set the preferred distance really to the farthest away right now. And I should get rid of this, sell it in the next port, and then make sure that we can get a better one, because this is only for good close range. I don't like that. And we won! But we are halfway through our health. Okay, that's not going to help us very much. So, first battle of the day, we successfully done it. Victory! You managed to retrieve a number of crates with a giant J etched into every side. Inside each are expensively lacquered wooden sparrow carvings. The first crate was great, but after that the novelty wears off fast. Plus 22 gold. Continue. We should set this as a preferred distance though. So leave combat. Let's go back and see. Okay, set this as the preferred distance and let's go back. So, that's the first event done. Hopefully we will find some better events here. I know that at least there are some events that you can only fight. You can't run away or whatever. Let's open this up a little bit. Yeah, okay, no, nothing. Let's just keep on the edges and then do the middle part later on. We can also find out how many events we need to open the gate. Probably in this map, all of the events in the map. But sometimes you need like 6 events and there are like 10 and you can choose which ones you want to do. But you need the other ones for more gold or just, you know, opening up other gates. We need 4 events. So 4 events we need to finish. That's good to know because that means that we know that we need to finish maybe 3 more fights with our ship. And that's going to be pretty hard actually to do. So, okay, there's an event. I'm going to search a little bit more so that we actually know where all the events are, and then we can get a better route. So let's open up the map here. It still looks beautiful. There's another event. I think that that's the sign for a cult event. The sort of Kraken. You can get later on. You can get other events like crates in the water and damaged ships that you can help or not. Pirate attacks on other ships that where you can fend up the pirates, or you can just watch and get a part of the bounty because you don't help them against the pirates, I guess. So we found all the events that we need to finish. Now hopefully we will find some extra stuff in here, like gold. I want to find some extra gold, or maybe extra resources, because we need the resources, we need the food and the morale to be able to travel between paintings, if you will. Okay, we found some. We found some extra gold. So 22 extra gold. That's going to be very handy. Every little bit counts at this point because you want to make your ship as strong as possible. So last little bit. Nothing. Okay, let's open up the... not that map. This map. Let's open up this map and see. Okay, we have these 3 events. So we probably should go here, 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 and then to the gate. That's probably what we're going to do. So yeah, let's move up over here around the island and sail to this event and see what it is. Probably if we don't have to fight, I'm not going to fight this time. The tension on deck stings more than the dregs of a rum station. 2 cult ships have been spotted in the mid-distance, moving to trap you. Okay. Make for the gap between them both and put your backs into it for dear life. Our best, maybe only chance is to blitz the closest ship. I'm counting on you all. So if we do this, we are probably going to fight 2 ships and we don't have the health for that. So let's make for the gap. Both vessels converge menacingly on your position, eating up the empty water between you. The odds are hardly favorable. At this rate, we're doomed. Our only hope is to break off the retreat and assault the closest ship. If we can strike a decisive blow, we've bought ourselves a chance. Give it everything we've got. We've got to lighten the load, and we can't drink if we're dead. Get anything we can spare overboard, even the grog. You know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna get rid of the supplies, but that's gonna give us the chance to be alive. The barrels don't sink, but bob along in your wake, taunting you. The ship speeds along a pace. A pass? I don't know. And you've kept you and the crew alive. You can't help but feel that half as much would have sufficed. The crew grumble loudly. So maybe not the best option here, but at least we survived. We didn't have to fight. A small speck on the horizon, and it's moving. You sense the foul energies of the cult long before you confirm their flying colors. It's headed towards the cult fortress, so you doubt it has business tracking you down. You drop to your knees. It feels like a lightning storm inside your skull, and you sense a massive, ancient intelligence emerging from it. Scanning the horizon, you see an unnatural disturbance in the water, and it's approaching fast. Okay, so this is another part of the game where the cult is searching for you, and they have monsters. They have, what's their called? They have the Kraken, which is gonna go for you, and they also have Halophons, which are sort of sea creatures. They are small fighting melee, you know, guys who jump aboard and try to kill your crew. Full speed ahead, and you will see it coming for us. We are gonna go to the next, yeah, there it is. There it is. It's the Kraken. We're gonna go towards the next event. There's no escaping this. So you can't avert your eyes as the royal closes the distance. Whatever it is will be upon you in mere moments. Continue. So this is our first visit with the Kraken. The Kraken, you're not prepared to best such a beast. Fight it off and flee. When your maneuver bar is full, press the flee button to initiate your desperate retreat. The bar around the button will fill up. Once it's full, your ship will successfully flee the area. Okay, so what we have to do is we'll just take our crew back over here and make sure that they're not on the side. And the Kraken will attack. We can't really do anything about this. The only thing we can do is have our maneuvering guy at the steering wheel and make sure that our bar will fill up and then try to flee. And the Kraken is going to try and pin us here. And what we do is we just pause the game whenever he does that and just smash into these tentacles with our members, and they will cut them loose and we will just bring them back. Now flee before the attacks begin. If you don't flee in time, you will be repeatedly attacked. Yeah, well, we need to fill up our bar first before we can actually click the flee button, which is this one. But this bar needs to be full first, and it's about like 2, maybe 3 attacks every single time. Yeah, but it also depends on how good your maneuvering guy is. And this is a guy, a navigator who has 2 stars right now, so he's pretty much the best you can get early game. So we just pause the game again, get rid of these guys, and the Kraken. So we can't kill the Kraken. Okay, we need to click the flee button, and now it will take some time. As you can see, it will fill up, and will probably attack us one more time before it's totally filled up. So we have to slash our way through its tentacles one more time to get rid of it, and we were so close to flee. And as you can see, it's paused now because we are attacked, so can't really flee right now. So we have to hack our way through its tentacles one more time, break free from it, and then we can flee. And there we go. Let's go back to our known positions. We are already fleeing, so let's go back to our known positions, and there we go. So we can't kill the Kraken, but it will be coming for us the entire game now. You've wounded the creature and escaped. Somehow you feel in your bones that the Kraken will need time to recuperate before it resumes the hunt. You should not dally. Continue. So we move on over here. And a quest. A long formation of ship of the line indicates a prominent cult fleet. One of the smaller ships peels off to investigate you more closely. There are so many, we leave now and fast while we still have the chance. The cult ship inches closer as time goes by, and it's almost upon you. At least none of the other ships in the fleet join the deck. So it's a fight with one ship. I think we can do this with half health. And I'm gambling on the fact that we have a port in the next area, which we can easily get to without fighting, hopefully. And if we do that, that means that we can actually, we will be able to repair our ship, and that means that this is just extra gold. So, continue. Let's set up our guns, keep it a safe distance, hopefully shoot their masts pretty fast so they can't come closer. Maybe they even don't want to come closer, that's also a possibility. It doesn't seem that they're trying to move in on us, so we're just gonna try and do as much damage as we can. And they have one crew member less than we have. So that's a good thing. That mostly helps out. We're gonna shoot the cannons for now. Try to at least hit the cannons, because that will take out a lot of damage from them. And I'm hoping that I'm making the right gamble here, because it could very well be our end if we don't make the right gamble here. Because this is a sudden death game. If you die, you die. If the ship sinks, you get a sort of a you get the chance of, you know, getting in a rowboat and trying to survive, and you can buy a new ship and all that type of stuff. If you don't have a rowboat, the captain will be on the sinking debris, and you still have a chance to survive, but I don't really know how that works. I've died once in this game before, and it was just like a... I'm not even sure if it's implemented yet, that you can actually survive if you don't have a rowboat. We are winning this fight, and pretty easily actually. And the other ship is not even trying to get closer. You can see it over here. You will see lines where they try to move. Therefore, we don't really have to repair the mast, because we don't have to outmaneuver them right now. Because we want to fight at this distance. We don't want to get too close, because it will definitely, you know, give more damage to our ship, and we don't want to get any damage to our ship actually. Certainly not now when we're fleeing these cult members. Let's just shoot the mast one more time so they can't maneuver. This doesn't do any damage to the ship, but we don't have any guns, so we might as well just keep their masts, you know, not operating, so we can do whatever we want maneuver-wise. We can use this guy, that's why I put him here. We can use the sailor to repair stuff if we need to, so we can, like, go here now. Doesn't really matter because we already killed the ship, but still. That's why I put him over there and not on one of the main guns. The main guns need to keep shooting, that's sort of the idea. Keep them shooting, and just, you know, repair with other guys. Your crew draws straws for those who gets booty reclamation duty. No one likes delving for sudden booty. Plus 22 gold though. Leave combat. We're still at half health. And we now have, as you can see over here, we now have enough events done to open the gate, and that's basically all the events in this map, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. So let's go to the next part. We go to the untraveled one. It costs, as you can see, it got in the bottom, it costs 20 things and 5 morale, so we are out of supplies right now. Now the danger has passed, the crew bombards you with questions. You feel responsible and share what little you know. That creature, the cult, worship it. It's part of what they call the Great Project. You refocus your efforts on reaching port as quickly as humanly possible, for their sake and yours. So on to the next map. The dull ache in your head recedes slightly, and you realize you can't remember a time without it. You feel more like yourself again and wonder what it will take to banish the ache entirely. Continue. And here we are in the next map. So the charts you found in the captain's cabin show a nearby port. Ah, phew. Land, safe from that infernal monster. Continue. So we need to find a port in this map. So what we're going to do is we're just going to sail around again, do the edges, and then work your way inwards. That's how I just like to do it. I think that is the easiest way to not forget stuff. But you can always do it in another way. And our first priority is not to do any events that are over here. We're going to unlock the entire map, get to the port, and see if we have the, you know, if we think that we can actually fight some more events before we go to port and before we start repairing. Because I for a fact know that in the first port you can only visit once. Afterwards it will be overrun and you can't visit anymore. So this is the exit here. The gate is still closed. Can't go there. And there's even a good chance that there won't be any events popping up. Oh, we found some loot. That's good. Some extra gold. That's another reason why you should unlock all of the map first before you go to the port. Because you can find extra loot, extra gold, and that means, or maybe even supplies. That means that you don't need to buy any more supplies, or you don't have to, or you just have plain more gold to do the things that you want in port. So, let's just move on. Hatch out all these corners. Oh, some more loot. More gold. Awesome. So again, we're working towards the middle. And just opening up the map a little bit here. Seeing if you can find port. But also, if we find the port right now, we're not going to go to it. Like I said, we're going to explore the entire map first. See if we can find any good stuff. Because there's no real risk now of getting attacked. That's the port. So that's the port. That's where we need to go at some point. But not now. Like I said. Gonna search for some more loot, hopefully. And we won't find any events right now. We probably won't get events until we get to the port first time. So that's too bad. In later maps you will have the port, and you know you can always go back to ports at some point, which is very nice. So you can start doing events in the map, and then when you are damaged or when you have enough money to upgrade something that you want, you just go back to the port and make sure that you do that. But for this instance, the first port where you start, it's good to note that you can only visit it once. The first time I visited the port, clicked out of it to see if I can find more loot, and then I couldn't go back into the port. So that's why I died at that point, because I couldn't repair my ship. So that's the entire map, if I'm correct. So let's check it out. That's the entire map. No icons left except for the port, so that means that we have everything. So that means that we're going to go to the port, and we're going to see what happens next. Once the ship is docked, the crew are seemingly reluctant to part ways. After all, they would all still be prisoners of the cultists, or worse, without you. You suggest a farewell drink in the nearest tavern. The first round is solemn, each unable to stop dwelling on their own morbid thoughts. Another round. Should we do another round? The drink flows and the tension eases. As another empty tankard is banged on the table, the crew make life pledges to you. You manage to secure a cheap room with plenty of beds upstairs. Once you've slept it off, you can all part ways. Your head aches more than it should, and unease creeps through your body. Heavy mead is a different story to ceremonial wine. Shall we call it a night? Let's call it a night. Let's not drink anymore. Tentacles, grasping from every angle, no escape. They predict your every movement, attracted unerringly to you like a compass to polar north. Wrapping slowly around you, they pull you inexorably down. Down, down, deeper and deeper. I think that's a dream. You jolt awake. Yeah. Clammy, hat pounding. The rum, surely. Yeah, it feels more familiar than that. More insidious. Something within you cries out, and then so do you. An inchoate scream. Lots of different words, lots of hard words too in this game. Your crew stir from their beds just as the door flies off its hinges. Two shadowed forms crossing the threshold. To arms! Luckily none of your crew were hurt. The pain on your head subsides. The two corpses are Halifron, that's the one that I just mentioned. A nightmarish conjoining of man and sea creature. Superstitious folktales made real. You've seen them before, but the crew clearly never imagined they would. Downstairs the innkeeper is dead. The first hint of dawn looms upon the horizon. Slip warily through the streets back to the ship. In your cabin, angry discussion rages about the Halifron while you sit silent in contemplation. You know in your heart of hearts that hiding is pointless. Land offers no haven. The cult will not rest until they have you and all free men under their yoke. This is a problem only solved by shot, steel and willing hearts. Your best and only chance is to strike a crippling blow to the cult, to kill the Kraken. Tell them what you know. The crew stop and listen intently when you speak up. You explain that the Halifron have always been out there, unseen and preying on those who stay too close to the water alone at night. You tell them of your headaches and how you feel there is some connection between those creatures, the Kraken, and yourself. So this is the story a little bit uncovering towards us. Tell them of your intention to fight. I want to fight the monster. Your plan to go on the offensive to cut the head of the sea snake is met with a mixture of admiration and amusement. They are not the heroes of old hunting mythological sea monsters. You cannot force them to join you on what may be a suicide mission, and despite their regret, they leave. Continue. It is just you now. You have little time to prepare for your mission. Your first step is to visit the shipwright before recruiting some more crew. Perhaps coin will buy greater loyalty. So this is sort of explaining about how this game works in the port. So the shops are where you can purchase new weapons. Blah blah blah. I will explain this to you myself. We can purchase weapons, and each port have different weapons. So we can purchase a mortar, for instance. Let's just do that. And we can also sell stuff. If we want to do that, we can sell the grape shot, because we're not going to use it. Yeah, okay, we need to increase our cannons here. We're going to sell the grape shot. Okay, tutorial. upgrades and supplies. We have to click all this. Continue, continue, continue. Like I said, I'm gonna tell this to you guys myself. So yeah, weapons and repairs. So with these, we can upgrade our weapons. We can sell some cannons. We're just gonna sell some cannons, I guess. Get rid of all the cannons on that side because we're not gonna use that side. It is a risk, because you know it's gonna be if some there are events where you are turned around and you have to wait until you get, you know, you can turn around, you can maneuver your ship. So it's better to keep some cannons, but I'm taking the risk right now of not doing that. So we got rid of this one, which was the grape shot, which is this one. We can actually buy it back if you want to, but it's only for close maximum range. I don't want that. I don't care for that. Round shot is these cannons. Chain shot is this one. We already have that. We don't need it anymore, so why keep it? So why buy it? So upgrades and supplies. These are things like hull armor, which is very good. Harpoons, which is only for close range. This is so that a ship can't maneuver backwards. Hull spikes will add damage to your rams. And we have a lifeboat, so crew can flee to a lifeboat when the ship is destroyed. Unlocks when hull reaches 0 health or the water gauge is full. How much money do we have? We have 176. Okay, we need to think about some other stuff too. We can also upgrade ship sections over here, and they will all, you know, give us some extra stuff. We also need to buy supplies. In this case, we will need to buy, like, let's go for 50 supplies. That would definitely be enough for a longer time. We still have 76 left, so we still could buy a lifeboat if we wanted to, but we also could go to shipwright. Shipwright is where you can make new boats, and these new boats you can actually upgrade with all the new stuff. You can take, you can customize, but this is for later on in the game because we don't have, you know, what it takes. You have lots of boats here, and they cost lots of money. So, if we return to port, that means we can take a look at the crew, I guess. And I want to see if we can get another crew member for that 76 gold. So I'm not willing to buy the lifeboat right now, or upgrade these guys, which you could also do. We could upgrade these or these, but no. Return to port. You make your way to the dockside taverns and notice a few cultists. In the midday bustle, it's easy for you to slip by unnoticed. It's harder, however, to resist slipping your dagger into one of them. Continue. Approaching a tavern door, a hand grabs your shoulder. You pivot, primed to fight, only to be faced with your former crew. Captain, these cultists seem to have tarred us with your brush. We might all be safer together now. Plus, be a shame if we were left out of the songs about you. They hand you a small heavy pouch to put towards hiring an extra hand. So we got 82 more gold from them. You agreed to meet back at the ship once you've checked for any potential recruits in the tavern. So I'm gonna do this myself again. The max amount of people that you can have on this ship, at least, I think that you can have more on a different ship, I'm not sure even, but I'm not really sure, is you can have yourself and 5 crew members. We already have 3, so we're gonna try and see if we can get some more. This is just tavern, so yeah. Dalton is a gunner, which is very good. We need more gunners. We also need some marines, because marines can fight, are good at fighting. And we need to fight off some of those Halifrons who come to our ship. So I'm gonna hire, for now, I'm gonna hire Dalton, I guess. I guess that's the better pick here. Dalton constantly mutters beneath his breath, eyes darting hither and thither, smells of roses. Let's hire him. And that means we still have 58, but that's not enough to get another guy. We can also increase morale. We don't really need that right now, so let's return to port. You leave towards the docks, which are swarming with a growing crowd. Dozens of ships flying the cultist insignia are approaching. The curiosity and tension is palpable. Time to leave. Several ships seem to have had a similar idea, attempting to escape the incoming cult vessels. Some slow down in surrender, others speed past the blockade, while some engage in bloody battle. The cultist ship bearing down fast doesn't leave you with much choice. Shot and steal, lads. So we're gonna do another fight. Let's just set up our cannons. And because we're far away, what we're gonna do, we're gonna change this around a little bit. You're gonna go over here to the mortar, and we have a new gunner who is gonna go for the guns. Of course. Yeah, so we now have a mortar. We can shoot our mortar. They're willing to fight from far away too. And they have a Halifron. That little sign over there is a Halifron. So they will probably send a Halifron our way. Let's shoot at their mast, and let's shoot a mortar right here. Hopefully do some damage to the Halifron before he comes over. and starts killing our crew. This mortar is not very good against personnel, I think, but it's just the level 1 mortar. But I do think that it will do some damage at least if we get it right here. But for now we just keep shooting at this angle because that will kill their cannons. And killing their cannons, or at least damaging their cannons, makes sure that we will have, that they have to repair it. So that means more time between shots. Halarfon are aquatic, blah blah blah, I've already explained this. So they dive into the water, they come over to our ship, and they will start abusing our members. So let's just take these two guys, have them selected. Okay, well, we can pause the game right now to shoot the mortar, and then just get these guys. Okay, we can shoot the sails, and let's fight. Let's take him up with 2 guys, because these guys are actually pretty strong. They can definitely kill your crew if you aren't be careful, which is not very good, of course. You go back over here. You go back over here. You are not now in poison. Good. If they die, they leave a poison trail, which is not very good, of course. Shoot. You should. Okay, you should heal up now. Okay, you should just go here and make sure that hole is fixed. We're shooting the cannon still, and there it is. We got the win. Okay. Only took out a little bit of our health, and the port actually gave us the first repair for free, which is very nice of them. Victory! The fleeing vessels dealt with 3 more cult ships tack towards you. You rapidly raise the sails. Get away from here, please. Okay, while we're here, let's just set this up. So you should go here, you should go here. And make sure that this is going to be the setup we're using. So let's save it. And let's leave combat. So this is now a cult port. Okay, so this bar is going to fill up. And once it reaches the middle, something is going to come after us. It could be either Halafron, it could be the Kraken. But it's going to come for us. And that's not something you want to do. If you fight, you can take off time off the bar. And if you flee from fights, you will sort of improve the speed of which it goes up. Continue. And now events open up, and we need 5 events over here to open up the next gate. So this is where I'm going to end the video. It's been a longer video for this game. I still think it's a very cool game. The story mode is very cool, but it takes a longer time to, you know, get up to speed. I hope you guys still like it. I hope you guys still like the webcam. So if you liked the video, then please leave a like or a comment. If you haven't, then please consider subscribing to the channel, and feel free to share the video as you see fit. As always, I've been Hipbone. You've been yourself. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for watching.